And we're back for another super exciting episode of Happy Fun Metal Time with Nick
and Dick.
We're here in the Studio 2.0, better than ever. Better than ever. We've upped production just slightly. We're testing some things out, so bear with us if things get wild. We've got Matty Kroll here with us from Outhouse Productions. He's hiding behind the cameras, but he's helping us make this, like I said, a super special episode.
For a super special show.
What are we doing today, Dick?
We are interviewing bands and ourselves for the 10th anniversary of Doom Room Field Day.
Field Day. It's got me in the feels. I just saw one of the posters for the old one that is a poster that Zibby made. It said Field Day, like FEELED Day. So I keep that in the back of my mind. So yeah, we've got a couple super special guests today. They're not in-house, but they're in-house digitally. And now we will introduce the first ever guest.
Yes.
To Happy Fun Metal Time, and I couldn't be more excited for it to be Mr. Tucker from Throne of Iron.
What is up, dude?
What's shaking, bacons?
We are making chicken here. That's what we're doing. It's taken a little bit of time, but that's the best. That's how you make shake and bake. We did all
that photo of, like, I think it was Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley was like backstage before going on stage one night in like the 70s. And he just has like one of those electric skillets and he's just fucking frying chicken in the green room. It is one of the hardest fucking images that I've ever seen.
That makes me think that for Murder Burger, we should keep a grill on us and be out there grilling burgers before the set. Walking on stage with a fresh ass plate.
Oh yeah.
Honestly.
That's a great idea.
Honestly. Are we still going to do the... No, we can get into that in the Murder Burger interview.
Yeah, we're going to...
We don't want to waste our guests' time here.
Yeah, we tried getting some of the Murder Burger guys to come in today, but they couldn't. So Dick and I are just going to interview each other. I know you guys are really excited about that. So Tucker, tell the people who don't know a little bit about Throne of Iron.
Oh, buddy. We are what happens when you get 3 pizza delivery drivers really, really fucked up on Robitussin, and then they summon a demon that lives in a briefcase, and they decide to start playing music together. That's what happened. That's canon.
That's amazing. My God.
It is every, we would like to think that we would be Eddie Munson's favorite band. We like to think that we would be the shit ass teenager from F is for Family's favorite, but Kevin. We like to think we'd be Kevin from F is for Family's favorite band once he's like out of high school.
That was played by Justin Long, right?
Yes, it was.
Nice.
Oh my God, Justin Long. What a guy.
The cast for that show is so good.
Is he still making movies?
Yeah, pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
I think I just saw him recently, and he looks like he hasn't aged a day.
No.
He's just got one of those faces, man.
I know. So, you've got a few gentlemen in Throne of Iron with you who've been in other projects. We became friends with when you were doing Thorax.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I stole the drummer from, not stole, because like we're buddies. We've been playing music together since 2012. He came along for the ride, and then Corwin, our bass player, he filled in on bass for Thorax for like the first 2 tours we ever did. So it just kind of made sense. It almost feels like coming home.
That's awesome. And you guys, did you just release a new album, or are you getting ready to?
We put out Adventure 2 in March. And that's our second full length. It's our second one with No Remorse Records out of Greece. And it's been awesome so far. It's definitely like a huge level up from the first record. It's way faster. It's way fucking faster. A lot of these songs are like actually exhausting to play.
Wonderful. You're getting ready to go to Greece, aren't you?
Next March.
March.
Yep.
Just announced.
Next March for the after party for Up the Hammers Festival in Athens.
That's incredible.
You know, we finally get to meet the guys that run our label, and they haven't announced the rest of the lineup just yet. So I'm not quite sure who we're going to be on a bill with, but the main festival Up the Hammers lineup is pretty fucking bonkers.
And you're finally getting to do it.
Yeah. It'll be 6 years almost to the day since the last time we tried to go over there.
Do you want to tell the story of that, or?
Sure. So we got put on Up the Hammers 2020. And
that
for those of you who have not, had been like fucking Men in Black blasted, and you forgot what happened in 2020, we took off from JFK to fly to Athens. And already by that point, there had been bands that were like dropping off and like getting sketched out. And like I was watching, like it was like the Plague Inc. map. And I was like, oh, Greece and Italy are both kind of red.
they getting fucked up over there.
Yeah. So I was just keeping an eye on it. I like in typical, like, nothing ever happens fashion. I was thinking back to like when bird flu was a thing when I was a kid, or like when swine flu was a thing when I was a kid. I'm like, this is whatever. And then like we're in the airport and I'm like, I don't know, guys, this feels fucking different. And Corwin hates flying, my other guitar player. He fucking hates flying to begin with. So he was like jittery as shit. And then he found out later, like 2 years later, that he has like celiac disease. Or I don't think it was necessarily celiac. It was some kind of gut biome imbalance, but he ate a bunch of pizza at the JFK airport. So he was just throwing up the entire flight. So we take off.
God, poor guy.
about an hour after we take off, I get on the plane's Wi-Fi, which was not free, unfortunately. So I paid for Wi-Fi because I wanted to keep in touch and like, just document the whole occasion. And my inbox starts fucking detonating. And it is just people left and right being like, hey, I guess COVID's like some real shit. And the president says that if you're American, you should get back to America before they close the fucking border. So I kept scrolling through my feed, and then I saw that the festival was canceled. So I mull on that. I ruminate on it for a second. And then I'm like, how the fuck am I going to break the news to the guys? We've been building towards this for like 8 months, fundraising, getting our passports figured out at like the last fucking minute. And I stew on it for like 45 minutes. And then I unbuckle my seatbelt and I go over to the other guys and I'm like, hey,
did we lose him?
I had already like made the attack plan of like, we're going to move our return flights and everything up. And I'd already put out a post saying, hey, in case we have to pay to move our return flights, here's our merch store. And it popped the fuck off. Like it was, I think by the time we landed, we had made like multiple thousands of dollars in merch sales.
Nice.
By the time we landed at our first layover in Switzerland. So then we land in Zurich. By this point, Evan, our bass player at the time, had drank, like he had brought a Ziploc bag of Bushmills Irish whiskey shooters with him. So he just got fucking tanked on the flight to cope with the disappointment. So we're having to like caddy him through the Zurich airport because he's drunk as shit. We go down to customs to keep our guitars from getting sent to Greece without us. Go back up to the Swiss terminal to move our flight up. They didn't make us pay for it, which was pretty cool. And then we got through customs again. This is the only time I've ever been stopped by airport security was through Swiss customs because I had to explain what my guitar pedal was, that it wasn't a bomb, that this massive wires shoved in a piece of plastic was not explosive. So we got through there, got to our gate, and I was like, oh man, yeah, we got time to kill. We can get some beer, get some pretzel or something. And then there's like these two flight attendants at the terminal that were like, no, we held the flight for you specifically for 15 minutes. Get on. So on our plane to Zurich from New York was about half full. Our plane from Zurich back to New York had 12 people on it, and we were 4 of them.
Jeez. Damn. Did you get your pretzel? Weird.
No, never got a pretzel.
Fuck.
But on the way back, I saw that Smolder, a band from Canada that we're friends with, 3 of their members, the 3 Canadian ones, because 2 of them are American, the 3 Canadian members were basically like stranded in Europe because Canada locked down immediately. So they made it so if you were coming from Greece, it was like, you're not coming here from there. But they needed to get to Britain, which only had like a 48-hour cooldown period, and then they could go back to Canada. So we just paid it forward, and all the money that we made from merch that we were going to plan to have to buy our return flights, we just rolled it over and gave it to Smolder so they could get back to Canada.
Damn, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Silver linings.
Yeah.
In a shit-filled pool.
Oh, man. Yeah. It was fucked up.
But
it was the biggest disappointment of my music career.
But you get to redeem the terrible story with what is going to certainly be fucking awesome. There's no way in hell that the world could get any worse between now and then. Mark my words. Right here and now. Couldn't possibly get worse.
Quote it.
I'm reserving the oof.
It's coming. Yeah. It's probably going to come when we get on Facebook after this podcast. We're like, oh, fuck, no.
Oh,
God damn it.
I mean, there's already been riots happening in L.A., so.
Dude, martial law.
That's just L.A.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is just the way of L.A.
That's a casual Friday.
I really thought they were always rioting. I don't know why, but that's just that's just what LA. I think. Yeah, that's just what in my head. LA's on fire all the time. I don't know. Maybe it's Rage Against the Machine and System of a Down that make me feel that way. I don't know.
Maybe this is just viral marketing.
You know what? Actually, I guess half the country has spent decades trying to make California seem like some wasteland. I've never been though. Never been out that way. I've heard it's expensive.
Yeah, cost of living there is kind of garbage, but I mean, it's the coast.
Yeah. One of these days.
Yeah.
Well, probably not anytime soon. They need to figure their shit out first. Do you?
This whole damn country needs to figure shit out,
dude. Do you guys Throne of Iron? You guys got any other big plans between tonight and that trip to Greece? Tonight you're playing with Bit Brigade.
Yep. And then on Wednesday, we got our buddies from Tulsa, Blind Oath, coming through. We're playing with them at Black Circle. Nice. And then we got Field Day.
And Field Day.
Yeah, we got Field Day, buddy.
You guys gonna get a team together?
So my problem is that because this music is like a different kind of demanding than Thorax or Croteen were, I actually like can't drink and play our music. It's the saddest thing.
I need to, guys.
It's the saddest thing.
I know that we have made Field Day a drinking thing.
Yeah.
But like, guys, you can still come and have fun and not get wasted. Yeah. I need everyone
I'm going to be having some sober times up there.
I've had so many friends. This is like a PSA because I've had friends say like, yeah, man, I'm just trying not to drink as much anymore. I'm like, bro, you can still come and hang out. You can come hang out.
We fully support sobriety.
I'm just not going to be competing. I'm just, I'm not going to say those days are behind me.
Okay.
But, if I have to play this kind of music,
you can't be out there acting the fool.
Man, it's weird. If I get even like a little bit dehydrated, I can't play guitar worth a fuck for this band, and I can't sing worth a fuck for this band. It just nerfs me. I haven't quite. I'm gonna keep beating my head against a wall until I figure out like the balance, until I can be like, all right, I can get a little fucking swifty. But for the time being, man, like I'm just trying to lock in on performances.
That's honorable.
So like tonight with Bit Brigade, I know I'm going to be the least skilled guitar player in that room. That's not me trying to make a dig on myself or anything, but like I'm in a band with Corwin Deckard. He's a fucking ripper. Both of the guys in Bit Brigade are absolutely monstrous. So I've got to lock in and do the best I fucking can.
I'm glad that you're bringing that energy to Field Day too. That's a hell of a run.
Yeah.
Those are 3 pretty awesome shows.
And then later on, we're doing this is one of the more fun things that we've been asked to do. So the State Theater in Logansport is doing a 50th anniversary showing of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh man!
And they emailed us and asked us to play the after party for that.
When is
so
this?
We're doing that. That's also this month.
Is the show in the theater?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really cool venue.
It is the 19th, I want to say.
Dude, that's awesome. That's super cool. Let's see. We're about to run out of time here. Do we have anything? Do we have anything else that we need to know about Tucker and about Throne of Iron?
Maybe not about Throne of Iron, but like there's I can hint a little bit at something. I can hint a tiny little bit at it. I don't want to blow anything too far out of the water. This is not Throne of Iron related. This is
just a straight up scoop.
This is a fucking an insight. Well, we're using Bloodborne terms here. It is June 19th, by the way. June 19th at the State Theater. Yeah, and it's a free. So if you're in the Logansport area, come hang out.
Logansport's not too far of a drive.
No.
That'd be fun.
And that, like Monty Python and the Holy Grail is like a top 5 movie for me.
Oh yeah.
There's an old band that I was in. That's got some stuff stirring. So there's some stirring in the loins. There's rumblings.
A rustling deep in the crypt.
The rustling in the jimmies.
Oh.
This is explicitly sexual.
That's my favorite kind of wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't even heard it yet.
Oh yeah.
So that's all I can say for now.
Cool.
So something old is stirring.
Sweet. Awesome.
That's very exciting.
We love to hear it, and we love to see you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's good. I'm trying to think of like when the last time we went up there. I think it's been like at least 1 year, maybe 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember.
I don't either.
We've had such a long and storied journey together.
I know.
Let's think of the first time then. Would the first time be Tree Stage? Or was it before then? You played the theater.
I think it was before that.
You played the theater.
Yeah, and well, I think we played at the Doom Room proper like at least 3 or 4 times, or at least I did.
As Thorax?
As Thorax at least twice.
Did you guys ever play the Hilltop Fortress?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that's where I know you guys from.
In December 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I love digging into the lore.
There's data points somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we need. We need to have like an ESPN ticker at the bottom of the screen that just goes, Thorax played their first show at the Doom Room and blah, blah, blah.
Just have like all-time stats.
Dude. Like, when the WWE guys walk out nowadays, they have all the championship belts they won and all that good shit. Tucker gets on the screen and just a little blurb pops up. He's played 17 times in Lafayette, Indiana. Cool, man.
It's got to be close to that.
It's like how many cans of hams has Tucker drank
on
the Doom Room stage?
Many and more.
How many deadlift reps?
That Crow Team show was legendary.
Both of them were.
Yeah. Okay, so here's one last little bit of trivia that I'll throw in. So the one time the Crow Team played the Tree Stage, I don't remember playing that set.
Dude, Tree Stage.
I don't know
like
if it was the best set we ever played or the worst. No fucking clue. I've seen photos of it. I remember having to get somebody to help me hook up my rig. That is the most drunk I think I've ever been playing a set was for Crow Team. Because I competed earlier that day too.
Mm-hmm. Dude, some of those field days, there was a golden little window those few years where we were wilding.
Yeah, we had the full LARP.
Dude, that's the last thing I wanted to bring up. I almost forgot. We should try to get a LARP going during your guys' set at field day. Bring the LARP back.
By all means.
Bring the LARP back. Mark my words.
Bringing it back.
We're bringing it back. All right, buddy.
By all means, man.
We're going to let you loose back into the wild. Right. We'll see you soon. You have a great show tonight. Send our love to the boys.
Hell yeah,
Thank you.
man.
I'll see you guys very soon.
All right. Yeah. Love you, buddy. See you later.
Later, man.
See you, dudes.
God, I love Tucker.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah, I've wanted to have him on for years, either on this or on my own podcast, Podcastrophe.
Yeah, we need to do. We need to get him on for just like a
just to shoot the shit. Like, let's fucking talk.
Like a full on hour plus, not just a quick little blurb.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we have to do today, because we don't just have one guest.
No, we have multiple guests.
We have Manny from the Foleys with us.
Hey guys, what's up?
We're getting it, man.
Yeah, dude.
Sunday Fun Day in the Dudio 2.0. That's what we call the dude studio. Dudio.
The dude studio.
Dude studio. We why use many words when few words work?
Oh, I got an Office reference there.
Yeah. It's been a while. So, for the uninitiated, Manny, tell our listeners a little bit about the Foleys.
All right, so we are a professional wrestling themed punk rock band out of South Bend, Indiana, and if you can't tell by the plaid and the mask, we're all about Mick Foley, but all of our songs are about professional wrestling in general.
So you guys are like a tailor-made band for this show, Field Day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're really excited about Field Day, the wrestling events, and all the other events happening around it. We're stoked to be a part of it.
Yeah, this is the first time that we've had wrestling matches at Field Day, which is wild, but
at least planned wrestling matches. We've definitely had some wrestling.
Yeah, that's true. We're teaming up with BMFX Wrestling. They're going to have matches in between every band, so we're going to have a lot of matches. I'm pretty sure we're ending the night with a battle royal, too. So this is going to be wild.
I think maybe the band needs to get involved in that.
Dude, I'll put you guys in touch. I was trying to
make that happen. Special guest appearance.
Yeah.
I'll willingly go through a table.
Dude, man. This is going to be amazing.
This would be a good one.
So, where can we listen to your guys' music? How much do you have any albums out?
Yeah, so we have an EP, Cheap Pops and Hard Knocks. That's streaming pretty much everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube.
We can both listen on our respective.
Amazon. We just put out a new single called Macho Man last Friday. That's kind of our ode to Miss Elizabeth and Macho Man's relationship. So it's kind of poppy.
I had to fight the urge so hard not to say Miss Elizabeth in the Randy Savage voice. Like I literally had to look away from the screen and everything. I was like, I'm going to do it.
Well, you can do it. We threw in some surprise oh yeahs in the middle of the song. So,
dude, I love going balls deep in a Randy Savage rant.
For real.
So it'd be the first, second, or 100th time.
Professor Payne does a really good impersonation, believe it or not. It's
I believe it.
He nailed it on the recording.
Miss Elizabeth.
I put a Macho Man reference into one of our Murder Burger songs.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the Cream of the Crop.
Oh yeah, Cream of the Crop.
Nice.
Yep. That's in Lawnmower Thunderdome.
No.
Is it not?
That's in The Boys Get the Bacon.
Oh yeah. I don't know our songs very well.
I didn't know the name of our songs until a few weeks ago when I had to write a new set list. I was just like, I would just play this one.
Dude, in so many of the bands I'm in, it's a matter of like song 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
All right, play the third song. Like, guys, they have names. Please, for the love of God, use them. As the guy taking the time to put words to this music, for the love of God, please stop calling it that one song and call it
what it is.
Lawnmower Thunderdome, please. This is serious business.
We have a new song called Reality that maybe we'll be playing at the Field Day, but we just keep saying, play Rhea because it's about Rhea Ripley.
Oh shit! Little mommy love.
A lot of mommy love.
Hell yeah,
the Foleys
dude.
love mommy.
What do we think about mommy's push right now?
I think they're fumbling the ball. I mean,
I agree.
I would have rather seen Alexa Bliss win Money in the Bank, but
I saw Naomi coming from a mile away. We need a good heel Money in the Bank person.
Yeah, and Tiffany Stratton's heel turn was kind of lame and impromptu, right?
Yeah,
like,
they dropped the ball with that one too. Like I like Tiffy, but I thought they fumbled that too. And I'm going to go ahead and quickly say, well, we'll already know by the time this comes out, but I have a feeling in my guts that Seth is going to cash in Monday. So we're going to have another thing where the guys we don't get to have any fun with it. You know what I mean?
No, I think it's cash in. If out of this year's 2 wins, I think his should be the failed cash in because I can't stand him right now.
You don't like it?
No, we need Jey Uso as the champ for a while longer. I mean, I got wearing my shirt today.
Shit!
So,
yeah,
we're big Jey Uso fans.
Yeah, I like Jay, but I like Seth too. Seth's one of my favorites.
I enjoy him. He's the heel Seth Rollins is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a repeat of the Shield all over. So it's just like, okay, let's see what Paul Heyman can do, though.
Can we all agree that LA Knight should have won, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my girlfriend's sick of me walking around the house. I was telling her, yeah, like that all the time. every time she asks a question, yeah.
We've got on the iPhone, you can make GIFs. So we've got one of LA Knight with the finger out that, whenever we just need to send to each other, we just send little LA Knight. And
that's awesome.
He's the man. We could get into the weeds about that till the cows come home. What a phrase. Mm-hmm. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Till the cows come home.
That's some Midwest shit right there.
I love how little I know about some of the phrases that come out of my mouth. All right, Manny, what else have the Foleys got going on? You got a new single coming out soon. We got Field Day coming up here shortly. Do you guys have any shows planned for the rest of the year?
Yeah, we have. We've got a Grand Rapids gig coming up. I think July 12th, we're at Punk Rock Night with the Jasons and Haley and the Crushers.
Damn.
So that's a pretty big one.
The Jasons are fun.
They're great. We've got another single coming out June 27th called Comeback Kid. A little Randy Orton inspired.
I thought in the picture you had the blacked out figure. I'm like, that looks like Randy Orton.
Yeah, that totally was. I do our graphic design work for the albums and stuff. So I just blacked out Randy and do it on a ring.
Randy's the man. Yeah, sounds like you guys are staying busy.
Yeah. We also have a Canadian gig coming up. If we can get the passports worked out.
I need to get my passport fixed up. I think it expired a year or two ago.
The Baron's having a little bit of an issue getting his passport right now. Yeah, he got in a little trouble when he was young, so we're waiting to see if we can make it over the border.
You'll make it. Come hell or high water. So. See? There I go again. Come hell. I need to get my shit together. Do you have any what's your favorite stupid colloquial little phrase?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot there.
I'm sorry. Dick, do you got one?
I'm thinking, I don't know.
I'm stuck until the cows come home. What the fuck does that mean?
It's the thing is, it's like you never say it. You don't think about them until you just fucking say them.
Yeah.
Like you're just saying it in the moment. You're like, what?
What?
It's like, I've never said that in my life. What the fuck is wrong with me?
It's like your brain just has a hidden vault of stupid ass things. Like, I don't even know why I say this. It doesn't.
It's all situational.
It doesn't sound like something I would want to say. Like, and here I am in a recorded medium, dwelling on it.
I have always liked drunker than a skunk because, like,
drunker than a skunk. That's a good one. What in the fuck? What skunks are you talking about?
Yeah, where did that originate? Because I'd like to meet this person and find out how drunk these skunks actually were.
That sounds like a Hoosier thing, dude.
Yeah.
And how'd they get there?
I bet we had something to do with it. All right, man. We're coming up on our time here. Is there anything that the Happy Fun Metal Time and Doom Room audience need to know about Manny and the Foleys?
We're just really excited to come down to Lafayette and hang out again. We love it there. The Doom Room's always been good to us.
We do have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Was the last time Punk Pizza Party?
No, we were just
You were just here for
Yeah.
St. Patty's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
See?
St. Pat's.
We only bring you guys around for the real fun shit.
We get the best events.
You do.
man.
You get all the best shows.
Pizza Party was a blast. St. Pat's was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
It's our general consensus. It's one of our favorite venues in Indiana to play. So
Hell yeah, man.
we appreciate all the love you guys give us.
Oh, we definitely love you guys.
But
It's a good time.
Yeah, we just have a lot coming up. Stay tuned. We are looking for a new lead guitarist. So anybody in Indiana that wants to step up to the plate, come to South Bend a day a week on Mondays. If you can play leads, hit us up.
I recently found out that South Bend is not in the South.
No, we're the South Bend of the St. Joe River. That's how we got that name. Little history lesson.
Dude, every day I'm learning new things. It's truly incredible. All right, man. Well, it's been fun, and we will see you very shortly at the Tippecanoe County Amphitheater for the 10th annual Field Day celebration.
Can't wait.
All right, man. We'll see you soon.
All right, see you guys later.
Later, man. All right, guys. The headphones are coming off. We are free of our shackles, and we're just riffing now. Well, no.
I feel free
Not
as
quite.
a bird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, headphones, man, they just put that fucking pressure on your head, and you're just like, ugh.
I feel like my head was being
Crushed.
squished.
Yeah. Okay. So we have some more bands to talk about that couldn't make it onto Zoom or in person, but we're gonna talk about them still.
We're going to riff on it a little bit because we've got a lot of bands coming out.
Yeah.
I always tell myself not to overdo it when booking these big shows.
Yeah.
But I can't help it. Ever. So,
I mean, some of those older shows at the old house, like, were epic. Like, there'd be music playing from like 4 o'clock until midnight.
Yeah.
Like,
see, some of those lineups were absolutely legendary.
Yeah.
Too. I love seeing the old posters. I just saw the one that when Colby did his solo set.
Yeah.
That was sick. That was so cool.
I think he used my guitar for that. He always used my guitar when he would come back into town.
I miss Colby.
I miss Colby too. He's killing it out there right now, though.
We should go visit him sometime.
I would fucking love to if I could.
Is he in Seattle proper or somewhere near?
Probably somewhere near. Last I heard, which was years ago, he was in Redmond. I think.
I don't know. We miss you, Colby.
Miss you, bud.
So aside from Throne of Iron and the Foleys, we've also got yesterday's Chips, the Greasy Goofballs, coming to play their 10-year anniversary set. I wonder what their first show was. I wonder who booked it.
That's a good question. It wasn't you, was it?
That's a question I would have asked them if they were here. I don't think I did.
I feel like we should have prepared questions for them just in case they couldn't come.
Dude, we when I say we're a fucking free ball in this thing, dude, usually we have the questionnaire, that we're just kind of, riffing on.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the moment we started interviewing Tucker, I was like, holy shit, I didn't think about this part at all. We went through all the trouble to set this up. And then I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't prepare for the actual interview. Son of a bitch. And
That's
you know
all right.
what? That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're having fun still. So, yesterday's Chips, 10-year anniversary set. I love to burn a couch, but I don't think it's going to happen. I do think I'm going to try to bring a chip pit, though.
Chip pit would be cool. And it's outside, so it'd be super easy clean up.
We've done some legendary chip pits. I'll tell you 2 of my favorites, and then I'll tell you about the one that actually worked. That's crazy that we've done it that many times. You know what I mean? It feels like something that only happened.
I remember the first time I saw it was at the theater.
So we did it inside the Lafayette Theater on the carpet, and we fucking ruined the carpet.
That carpet was so greasy and oily.
And there was nothing to be done about it. We
and
stomped the chips into the carpet.
And then the hard floor outside of the carpet was like greasy and oily and so slick.
Fucking the dude made a chip angel, like a snow angel, but in the chips. Yeah. It was, there's a picture of that. I need to find it. It's legendary. So that one went terrible. Another time it went terrible was in the basement. And that's what led to the diamond of death with the grip tape. because we put... So the chip pit is a kiddie pool full of chips.
Yes.
So they usually get fucking destroyed too. Like at the theater, it just got absolutely demolished because people are just moshing through this fucking kiddie pool full of chips. So then we did it in the basement, and the basement had, it's like a concrete floor. So then it was greasy as all fuck, and people were trying to mosh, and they were slipping and sliding and totally beefing it.
Yeah.
Only one time, from my recollection, and, other people might remember differently, because I was, drinking a lot during these events, but they played a tree stage.
Yep.
Outside. And you know what? That went perfectly fine. That's where the chip pit should be done. Outside. That being said, we're bringing the chip pit back.
And it'll be outside.
The 10th annual Field Day celebration at the Tippecanoe County Amphitheater, Saturday, June 21st. I'm excited.
I am too.
We also managed to pull Only Human out of their slumber.
We got them out for their one show a year.
Yes. I'm excited for that. They've had a lot of member issues.
Yeah.
The boys...
I'm
the
eager
boys need
to
to stop doing the boys dirty.
I'm eager to see what happens with this show and them.
I'm very concerned, but it's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. What's the last show they played?
It was probably their 10th anniversary show.
Yeah.
No, I think they played since then, or maybe it was their 10th anniversary show. I don't know. Because
they played this big Weedbee show, didn't they? The Halloween show. Those are was that our 10-year anniversary show?
Yeah, yeah.
I think they played that.
That was 2022.
I think. Yeah, that's what it would have been.
I don't know, man.
We were talking
so many.
We were talking earlier about Botto Fest.
Yeah.
That was that's how we hooked up with the Outhouse guys. Mm-hmm. And that's when we hooked up with the Only Human guys too. That was the first show I ever booked. We're gonna bring it back.
Do it.
We're gonna do it.
I'm not stopping you.
Where should we do it? Should we do it in the parking lot again? People were so pissed. People were calling the cops at like 5 in the afternoon. They're like, "There's so much noise out here." It's like, who fucking cares? Holy shit! It's a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Who cares if people are playing music in a parking lot? Excuse the fuck out of us for having a tiny bit of culture. Just a little bit. Good fucking God.
Yeah.
We should do it. We should do it just because. Yeah. Just to spite those fuckers.
I mean, it'd be a different generation of fuckers now. I mean, that was 13 years ago, 12 years ago.
We could probably do the same concept, bigger and better somewhere else. Maybe we just reach out and see. Because I'm pretty sure Cody's the one that booked the spot, and he did it to Jim, who passed away. Mm-hmm. So, R.I.P. Jim.
Yeah. Shout out J&L Records.
Yeah, J&L's awesome. They've always supported us. They always put up our posters. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Who else do we got? We got Bloodletter from Chicago.
Yep.
We're getting our thrash fix because we've got Bloodletter and Salivus. Salivus are from Monticello. But they make the rounds in Lafayette. So there's some young guys. Bloodletter, did I say they're from Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Bloodletter has been through several times. There's some boys. Mm-hmm. I don't think they ever played the house proper, but they played the pub.
Oh, yeah.
I know we did the show with Grave Ripper.
Yep.
But they've definitely played a few other times. I need to work on my master show list. I haven't done it in a while. I used to know every band, stats, sports stats.
I mean,
I really did remember.
The thing is, we're getting older, and on top of that, the list is getting bigger. Always getting bigger.
Because we celebrated the 100th show. It'd be fun to we've got to be over 200. Well, because that was in 2017 or 18, so we've got to be.
It was 17, yeah. It was like February 2017.
It probably stands to reason that it's well over 253, probably. We should look.
God damn. God damn.
I love a good reason to book a cool show. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna find the number, and then we're gonna celebrate the 267th show just because that's when we discovered how many it's been.
Dude, yeah,
coming soon.
Absolutely.
I don't know when it's coming, folks.
Bill it like it's the biggest fucking show ever.
We're gonna.
Like the reason it's the biggest show ever is because it's the 267th show.
Yes. Dude. All right, you got to take your bet now. I'm going with 267. What do you think we're at?
Oh, it's like, do I want to go higher or lower? I'll go 280.
Oh, wow, just right over.
Yeah,
wow.
Sure, no, because 267, like that's pretty. I think it's pretty spot on.
Feels right. Because we probably, between then, the 100th show, and now, I really went on a tear for a while.
Well,
where we were booking like 4 or 5 shows a month.
It took you 4 years. It took you 4 years to get to 100 shows, and it's been 8 years since then.
Yeah. Could be well
with
over
a
300.
pandemic in the middle of it, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking COVID. How the fuck did COVID get brought up twice?
Yeah. Oh, well. Move on.
Fuck you, COVID.
Let's move on. We don't got to talk about that.
Let's move on.
It'll probably get flagged on YouTube.
What else do we got? Murder Burger. Murberg.
I recited Murder Burger lyrics on Podcastrophe the other day.
I heard.
Yeah, it was I did it. I tried to do it as ASMR as possible.
But was it Violently American?
Yes, it was Violently American, of course.
Is it because that one is such a lyrical masterpiece?
Yes.
Dude, it's top-notch stuff. It's some of my favorite writing.
Yeah. I really like that one. I like that one a lot.
What's your favorite right now?
Song or
the favorite Murder Burger song? Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. It's between Violently American and War Boner.
War Boner.
Just because I feel like those are my best 2 songs.
War Boner is like your baby. You take the lead on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. I just feel like I operate my best on those 2 songs.
I think Violently American's my moment to shine. I really have fun with those verses.
I don't know. You kill it on Lawnmower Thunderdome too.
Lawnmower Thunderdome's a lot of fun. That one's so silly.
Yeah. For being like my idea, like you definitely took it.
It's got such good imagery.
Yeah, yeah. Which I still
gassed
love.
up, sleeves cut. I'm feeling high. Hat turned back, got my shades on my eyes. The dome awaits, meet me at the gates. I'm swerving out of my lane and I'm coming for you. That's good shit, man. That's good shit.
Blade sharp, mowed yard. My tank is full and I'm going in hard. New Balance, dad shoes. If I'm going down, you're going down too. Then I go into my own version of the dome awaits.
The choruses are pretty good too.
Yeah.
I like that one.
And like, I still love the whole story behind like how I came up with that song.
Tell the people.
The people. So I worked with this gal from Rensselaer. She was.
Does she have a name? Can we make up a name? Let's make up a name. I
always called her the Panda.
There we go.
I always called her the Panda because like she was very very accident prone, like a panda, like not only clumsy, but just like nature, whatever higher being was doing its damnedest to make sure she did not survive. And she just kept pulling out and surviving. So
just barely limping by.
Like a panda, like,
Wow.
they're almost extinct. And, yeah. So the panda was very accident prone and she was also just not the brightest. And you could just talk to her and like listen to her and like just like listening to the way she talked, you're like, okay, she's not that bright. I mean, I'm talking shit, but I'm not trying to talk shit. But so one day she got married just out of the blue to this guy she knew for a month.
Just real quick. Let's get married.
So it was actually the very first, that Good Friday, we went down to 450 North. Like my very first time going down to go to 450 North.
Yeah.
Like that's when she got married.
It's just like, fuck it.
We come back from that weekend and to find out she had been married. Anyway, fast forward a little bit of time and she comes into work, and she would always just have like the weirdest shit to tell you, she would always tell Tyler.
Tyler McLaughlin.
And he would always just like run over to myself or Brandon Stone and just be like, "Why me? Why does she always tell me this shit?"
He's just
and
like a cuddly teddy bear.
She told him like, "So, I bought a penis." He's like, "What?" "I bought a penis, a dildo." She went to a pure romance party and she bought herself a toy. Anyway, that's just like an example.
Okay. I'm like, how did we get here?
And so she comes in and tells somebody, I don't know who, might have been Tyler, might have been me, might have been somebody else. I don't know. She tells him, "So my husband bought 4 riding mowers this weekend." We're like, why? Why did he buy 4 riding mowers? He wants to start a destruction derby with the lawnmowers. So Tyler hears this. He's like, "Is it like some kind of Lawnmower Thunderdome?" And like that just stuck with me over the years. So when I told you Lawnmower Thunderdome for your band name list.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when we were going through the list of the band name list for
trying to find a name for the band,
for name of the band, name of the songs.
Yeah.
Like I think all the song titles are from that list except for The Boys Get the Bacon. And our newer songs.
We haven't talked about the list much. You cannot. It's like it's like when a wrestler's name gets said in the ring, you know, and then the next thing you know, their music's playing and they're coming out.
Yeah, you invoke the list and it's got to come out.
Yeah. But it's a good time to, because I just recently broke 500 names on the list. We're at 503. Let's see what we got. Banana Grannies, Source of the Goo, Hey Gooner. I love it when you can tell that I'm just like in a mood, and there's like 4 or 5 in a row that are just the same stupid bullshit. Well-mannered frivolity. I like that one. Dongo's Gert sauce.
That's been on there for a minute.
This is what we haven't been putting a lot on.
Yeah.
I'm not really spending a lot of time out in public.
Yeah.
I'm in a me phase.
That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Anyway, Slurpee Faggy and Dr. Butto. That is one of my favorites on the whole list. And I don't know if I remember exactly how that one came about. Slurpee Faggy and Dr. Butto. That's amazing. Baby Butt Bald. Black Market Burgers, Spaghetti Shirt, Happy Girth Day, Gur and Get. That's a good one. This will be the last one because it's a good one. Squoze.
What was it?
Squoze. Like squeeze.
Oh, the past tense.
Yeah, I squoze something.
Squoze.
But now that is a like. I love bands that are just weird words, you know?
Yeah.
Because you could hear squoze, and the more you say it, the less it sounds like squeeze.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Squoze this weekend, you know? It's like, Squoze? Like, how do you even spell that?
I love it.
Like squeeze.
I have a song idea list specifically for Murder Burger.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go. We have, and some of these are songs that we're in the process of writing, but you won't know until it happens. Anyways, I got threat adjacent. So it's like, instead of an immediate threat, it's like, it's a threat, but it's over here.
You don't have to deal with it right now.
Yeah. Gorilla shit.
Gorilla shit.
Yeah, as opposed to like ape shit. Like someone goes to ape shit, you go gorilla shit. Like it's like a next level. It's like a level up of ape shit.
Because gorillas are big boys.
Yeah, they're the greatest of apes.
The biggest of boys.
The biggest of boys. Viscera explosion. Yeah.
Have you thought that one through a lot?
No, it just popped in my head, and I'm like, huh.
That's a fun part of the shoved into traffic stuff. Is like when you just put words together, and then it's like, what is this about? Like, well,
I got BYOB, build your own burger.
Build your own burger. That's a good one.
Reglazing.
Jesus Christ. There's no reason for me to think that's sexual.
But you do.
But I did immediately. Like, you know what I mean?
Ugh, which is a classic. That's a classic.
We've been talking
idea.
about that. We've been talking about that for a while.
Ugh is supposed to be a band, but possibly going to be a song. It's just 3 letters. It's so much metal in just 3 letters. UGH.
What
Ugh.
if that could be a good album title? Murder Burger's first outing. Ugh.
I got shitted pants. Pants, like pants spelled PANDTS. Pants.
Yeah.
Autistic fuck machine.
Jesus Christ.
I also got underneath that, just in case that doesn't work, autism fueled fuck machine. Saw it on a t-shirt. I liked it.
That's good.
I liked it.
Was that one of those ridiculous shirts?
Yeah. I have Gayed by the Media.
Gayed by the Media.
That's a potential one that we've talked about.
That one's on my list.
Yeah.
So when they're on both of our lists, that's when you know, when you're hearing the band play new riffs, you're like, is this Gayed by the Media?
Yeah. I see that as kind of like a System of a Down type song.
Yeah.
I have Live, Laugh, Loathe. Grown Up Wiener.
As opposed to,
You know. It's your grown up wiener. You finally got your grown up wiener. Or something like that. I don't know.
It just all came one day. I went from having a baby dick to being a grown man
And then
one outing.
I'm down to 2. I got Shredditor.
Shredditor. It took me way too long to realize that Murder Burger has 2 guitar shredding overlords in it. It's impressive.
And I immediately thought of that when I saw Shredditor. It was embroidered on somebody's battle vest at the BT Bam show we went to.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, Shredditor. That's fucking perfect.
We need to bring back the guitar shredding competitions.
Oh, yeah, of course.
We need to think of a better way to judge them, though. It always comes to my hearing, and I've got to be partially deaf, you know. Like, who got the loudest applause? I thought what it always ended up being.
Maybe we just got to select a panel of judges.
Ooh, a panel.
And each with different, tastes and solos and shredding, you know?
Excellent. I like that idea.
I got one more. This one came from you.
Okay.
It's Microwaved Existence.
Microwaved Existence. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Badly.
Yeah. I believe the way you worded it to me in text was, it's about how cooked our lives have been lately.
We're cooked badly.
We're cooked.
That's what it is. Not just cooked, but not in the way you'd want to be.
So what would you say, our influences are in Murder Burger?
I have no idea. I'm specifically bad at describing what my music sounds like.
Vocally, with Murder Burger, I'm just going with whatever the music tells me to do. And I'm trying to lean in more towards punk rock, thrash yells and stuff. Yeah. That seems to be and hardcore slam and shit. That seems to be what's working best for my voice.
I have no idea how to describe what's coming out of my mouth. Do you?
Very gravelly.
Gravelly?
Yeah. You got a very gravelly fucking growl.
Yeah. It's like that. I seriously am so bad at
very,
it.
Very middle-aged BT Bam, middle ages in over the course of their discography, right in the middle, Tommy's growls.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
I try to do other things. I swear. This is just what you get. Sorry.
I mean, you in Shoved Into Traffic is super death metal-y, and I love it.
Yeah, that was
you and Austin get down.
That was the goal. I specifically told myself, I'm going in here and I'm going to sound as mean as I possibly fucking can. I'm going to sound as gross as I possibly can. And I'm going to go as heavy as I possibly can.
My goal with Murder Burger is just to do whatever the music tells me to do, of course. Yeah. But I really want to pull out all the stops because I can do some almost Will Ramos-y stuff.
Yeah.
But I just never get the opportunity to. So
I think with Chris Vostri playing guitar with us now, that's going to open up.
Yeah, so we've definitely had some lineup changes. Like we've added a new drummer and guitarist. I think they both played the last show, right?
Yeah.
Like Vostri definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's
I played with both of them before.
Yeah, and it's no secret. Like, but yeah, we still got Steven and Brian playing bass and guitar. Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're trying to finish recording those first songs we did for the Random Band Challenge because we were just a random band that decided to grow up.
Now that we're not pressed for time, like now that we don't have 3 months to write a 20-minute set, it's like it's game on.
Yeah,
like we can really write some shit, and it's shaping up to be some good shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I love the Random Band, like the approach of like, we don't have time to like.
No fucking around. We
should at least, and all the ones I've been in, we were just kind of like, let's just get some shit together so that we have something. And then we can go in and tweak that stuff. But we need to just get a few songs thrown together first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm wondering if we're going to do it this year. I had some people ask, but it's been so hit and miss.
Yeah.
I like the idea of just doing one, just like a super group. Just a big ass band.
What if you did that and then try to get like former random bands back together?
Yeah. That's the idea.
Because honestly, like, I don't now that like, because I always did Random Band as a way to like actually have a band.
Yeah.
Because
that was the idea.
Because like, I could just never get a band together or join another band. So it was like, okay, cool. I can get my rocks off for this like one show and then be good for a while.
Yeah.
But now that like Random Band has actually begotten me a band.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, I don't really need to do Random Band again.
Yeah, you're right. We're bringing it back, folks. We're bringing it back. We're doing it again. What does this make it? The 4th year?
Yeah. Yeah, this will be Random Band 4.
Sweet. I'm not doing it.
I'm
not fucking doing it. I'm not fucking doing it again. I've done it 3 out of the 4 times. Mind Blizzard. That was fun. We didn't record those songs, I don't think. So I don't remember what they sound like. I remember the first song. That one was a real banger. And then we had one that was so as the vocalist, I remember them as, there was a Zelda one, and I really liked that one. I remember liking my vocals in the first one, but I don't remember what it was about. And then there's a Street Fighter song. I remember the Street Fighter song. That one was a lot of fun.
I have the live recording of
the show. Nice.
The live recording exists, folks. I don't know if you're going to see it, but I'm going to see it. What else? So let's try to remember. The first year was Mind Blizzard, Slayer.
Yeah.
Slayer was fun. That was amazing. They took the ball and fucking ran with it. Who else played the first year? That's the sad thing about it, is that it didn't. A lot of bands didn't actually stick around.
Who else?
Random band number 1.
Band number 1.
Oh damn it! He just needed to look at me.
Band number 1.
Look at me with disgust.
We are number 1.
Yeah. Who else?
Yeah, band number 1 was so fun.
Fart Foundation?
No.
Fart Foundation was 2nd year.
I'm feeling like I'm like visualizing the name of the band we're forgetting. It's something like with rock or stone or something like that.
Oh. Yeah, what was it? I think Tony was in that. One. My goodness. I feel like we have to look him up.
Yeah.
I don't know how easy it would be to look him up, though, because Facebook has become so garbage lately, guys. Oh, my gosh. When I go to the event tab on the app on the iPhone, it says I have no upcoming events.
Right.
And for past events, it starts at like 2017. I'm like, I have 4 events coming up, and I've booked more. I've booked hundreds of shows since that one. What are you talking about?
And I get notifications and posts. I see posts from events I've been invited to, but I haven't said if I'm interested or going to.
Yeah.
Stone Death.
Stone Death.
Okay. The R&D department came in clutch.
Young Jamie, young Maddie.
A much better Jamie than I.
I'm trying to remember in one of our group chats.
No, it wasn't a group chat. It was straight up on Rank 'em All BT Bam.
Yeah.
You guys straight up called me worst Jamie.
And we changed your name. Yeah, it was the group chat.
Yeah, in the group chat.
It was the group chat of the BT Bam Rank 'em All. I think I changed it eventually to the absolute worst Jamie. Oh my gosh. We should put the poster up on. But yeah, Slayer, Stone Dead, band number 1, and Mind Blizzard. I love that Nate Phillips from the Journey into Comics Network, he made the poster for this, and he made these little logos for everybody.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this ties into the list from earlier. Nate had started putting together like a festival poster of the random bands, and he had made logos like this for like 30 of the bands. I'll have to pull it up, but that's another thing we've been talking about is
for random band 2, we had Bantha Snot.
No, you're good.
Bantha Snot, Dave and the Linders.
Dave and the Linders played more shows.
Last Minute, which I think was my random band that I didn't finish. And then
they pulled a bunch of people together last minute, and that's why they named it that. Fart Foundation. I think that was Tony as well. I love the like Tony's band names are so Tony. Both of them are so him. And then year 3 totally fell apart, and Murder Burger was the only one that survived. And then Murder Burger is the only one that's played more than a few shows.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. We played 4 shows now. Band number 1 played 2.
And Dave and the Linders played 2 or 3?
And then Slayer played 2, I think.
No, they did not.
I think they planned on it. Okay.
We talk about it every year. Slayer. Let's do it. I'm thinking about bringing back the awards show. That was fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I always thought that was nice.
Do it.
Do it. Okay.
Any way to make these things more interactive and get people involved.
The
scene loves it.
I like making like events out of shows, you know?
Yeah.
This isn't, like field day, like the St. Patty's thing. We're just like, we're going to make this way bigger than just a show for no reason other than because we can.
What was it? The Doom
Pizza Party?
The Doom Room St. Patty's Day. Was it
Bonanza?
Bonanza.
That was the
now you can see me do
Bonanza.
it. Last time when we were doing that show for Happy Fun Metal Time, and I was doing the Bonanza Rainbow.
But there was no.
Now you can watch me do it. Bonanza.
There was no cameras, so we were bonanzaing for no one, just to get in the habit of doing it.
Yeah.
What else do we have? We went over all the bands, I believe. We were just Murder Burger diving there for a minute.
Yeah, what kind of events are going to be
there
to play?
We got cornhole, ladder ball, spike ball. What else do we got? It's like bocce ball. So you got the. It's like I'm trying to remember. I think it's just called bocce ball. But that one's super sweet. I need to pull up the list. There's so many different things. I think we're going to do a kickball match again. And then we're doing a squirt gun battle. So bring your squirt guns. We're not providing them.
Are we going to do the LARP?
We're going to do the LARP during Throne of Iron. We're going to do a tug of war. We do several different pong. So you do like table pong, which is beer pong, but we're not doing it with beer. And then we have giant pong, which is like 5-gallon buckets.
Both are extremely fun.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a game called Slots, which is where you have like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a ring. And you roll it on the ground and you're trying to get it through this board that has slots in it. You get different points.
Okay.
need to go through the garage. But yeah, there's at least 10 events, and we're going to bracket it up. I mean, it should be a foregone conclusion that my team's going to win again because we always win. But you should still come and try. I'd hate to keep all the spoils for myself, but I will.
He will.
But don't. Please come and bring your friends. Because it's going to be a full day full of fun. Like bands, wrestling, and games. We've got El Coro Taco Truck coming and Gypsy Joe's.
I've been wanting to try El Coro.
Yeah, they're fucking amazing.
I've been wanting to try it.
So
that's exciting. That's really exciting. Field Day is one of my favorite events of the year every year, no matter what. Like, it's always a good time. And like, I'm super stoked to finally actually have a band playing in it. Like, dude, that's fucking cool.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I played Field Day. It's been a few years. I don't think I played it at the amphitheater yet. And we're playing on stage this year. So we're not... Before we set up in front of the amphitheater, we set up a little stage. But this time we're going to be on stage with the wrestling.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we weren't.
I decided that it logistically made more sense to use the stage that's provided.
Cool.
So yeah, there probably won't be mosh pits, but...
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
We're still going to have fun. Yeah, Field Day. Saturday, June 21st, Tippecanoe County Amphitheater. Kids under 12 get in free. And kids can participate in the games.
So build your teams.
My 13-year-old son has a team with his cousins who are younger than him. So bring the kids. It's fun for everybody. Super looking forward to it. But before then, we are going to have, for the first time in a while, a Friday the 13th show.
Hell yeah.
That's coming up here soon. That's going to be with Beyond Death, Cocaine Culture, Built from Ruin.
I really like them. They're the new band, right?
Yeah.
I really like them.
And Wrathhammer. Wrathhammer has a few of the boys from Night of the Round.
Oh.
Yes.
I think you were telling me about this.
Yes.
One of the last few times we've hung out.
I'm very, very stoked for them.
That'll be cool.
And yeah, Built from Ruin. I believe we booked their first show.
Yeah, that was
the first show they ever played a few months ago.
That was St. Patty's Day, right?
It was St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, okay.
And it was totally killer. They're really awesome. Cocaine Culture played the Field Day pre-show last year. Where we did the Hot Wheel challenge.
Yep.
We might bring the Hot Wheel challenge back. We had a mishap with the other treadmill. So if anybody's got an old treadmill they're not using, I'll take it off your hands for Hot Wheel racing. And then Beyond Death. I don't remember the last time I booked Beyond Death. They played Field Day.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I have one of their stickers.
They played Field Day, I think, 2 years ago. So...
if I have a sticker of yours, if you're a band and I have a sticker of yours, you probably played the Doom Room.
Yeah. So many stickers. I have a fucking giant tote full of stickers. And it's like, I keep telling myself I'm going to wait for the right place to use them. That's not happening.
It never happens.
I just got to start stickering stuff.
Yeah, you kind of just do. Like, that's what I've learned.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Anything you wanted to talk about? Any recent releases we've been listening to?
Let me check.
I've been listening to. So we went and saw Between the Buried and Me a few weeks ago, and Protest the Hero opened up for them. So I've been listening to a lot of Fortress again because they played Blood Meat and Bone Marrow. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tesseract, because I saw Tesseract at Milwaukee Metal Fest. And I've listened to Tesseract before, but seeing them again had me going back and listening to them. Rivers of Nile.
Yeah, they got a brand
Rivers
new
of Nile
CD.
just dropped a new one, and it's... I didn't catch that it was like half a new album and half all the singles they've been putting out.
Yeah.
So when I got into it, I recognized some of the songs. I really love the opening track as one of the first singles. They've got the vocalist from Black Crown, right?
I think so, yeah.
He is unbelievable. He is one of my favorite vocalists. He's so good.
Let's see here. I've been listening to a band called Employed to Serve.
Employ to Serve.
They are a British metal band, and I found them because they got suggested me on YouTube, probably because I'm a big fan of Will Ramos, because he featured on one of their songs, Atonement. And they also got another song with Jesse Leach from Killswitch Engage on here. This album's like just heavy. Like it's like a mix between just straight metal and metalcore, and it's it's heavy as fuck, and I love it. Another band I just decided to listen to again today is a band called Meyer, and it features Nick Hippa of As I Lay Dying. You know, probably the most talented member of the band besides Josh Gilbert, but yeah, this album came out in 2021, so it's not
just
new.
revisiting it.
I was just like, I need to listen to Meyer again. Like, I really like that, and it's just the best way to describe it is just metal. Like, it's straight metal. It's fucking awesome, and it's again Nick Hippa. So yeah,
sweet.
And that's all I got.
All right, then that makes it all that we've got.
Mm-hmm.
It's been fun. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you to Tucker from Throne of Iron and Manny from the Foleys for taking time out of their Sundays to come have some fun with us. And thank you to the man behind the camera, Matty Kroll of Outhouse Productions. If you need help doing video stuff, he's very talented and has all sorts of different things he can help you out with. Like, he's going to pack up from helping us do all this to go shoot a music video. So, Outhouse Productions, go check them out. Murder Burger, go listen to them. Shoved into Traffic, go listen to them. Buy our t-shirts. That's all I got.
That's what I don't got nothing. I already talked.
All right, we'll see you next time. You said what you needed to say?
Yeah.
Then we'll see everybody next time on another episode of Happy Fun Metal Time with Nick
and Dick.
Bye.
Bye.